I think we had just grazed Earth, and the IMF, the Interplanetary Magnetic Field, with it was positive. And so normally in life you want positive things, but you don't want that for aurora chasing. You want the BZ magnetic field there to be negative when it hits Earth, because Earth's magnetic field is positive already. So if the particles hitting Earth are positive, they're going to cancel out and not do much. But if the particles are a negative magnetic field hitting Earth's positive magnetic field, then our magnetosphere is going to light up.
That is my report. Oh, I saw the Aurora this week. I want to talk about that actually. So, Ryan, I'm
You
going to steal
said
your
you didn't
thunder.
care.
I don't care enough to go drive somewhere and stay up all night. That's the thing.
I
But
didn't care enough to
Ryan,
go outside.
yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
I
Ryan
didn't know because I was in
posted.
Facebook jail, so I'm not looking at social media. So I wasn't like, oh, hey, wait, everyone's talking.
Again? Oh,
Ryan posted on the Vancouver and Lower Mainland weather page group that he runs so excellently, um, that he could see the aurora through the clouds on Tuesday evening. And my wife, she loves the aurora ever since that May of 24 event. She's hooked. Um, and she was like, "I'm so mad that it's happening and it's cloudy." And I'm like, "Well, Ryan's like 30 kilometers away. If he can see it through the clouds, we can probably see it through the clouds." So I turned off all the
Yeah.
lights in the living room, walked out on the balcony, and I could see it faintly through the clouds. And then I took a picture, and like you could see the greens and reds through the camera. You should know if the, I think most Canadians have probably seen the aurora, but if you haven't seen the aurora, you should know it looks way better through a camera than it does through your eyes.
Yeah, really.
Let's,
Eh?
let's
This is true.
you want to that's nature's clickbait right there. Is
It looks
aurora.
really awesome on mushrooms.
Yeah,
I can tell
I'm
you
sure.
that from experience. Who wants to talk about the
yeah.
Northern Lights? You know, like, because I know Hank had some amazing footage taken, and Ryan didn't. I mean, which one of you wants to discuss that next?
all I want to say is the Northern Tornadoes Project liked my tweet. I for those that can't see, I'm showing my screen that shows them, or sorry, my Blue Sky post, because I commented this evening, Aurora Borealis must be over because it's clearing in Vancouver. Because guess when it clouded over in Vancouver as the aurora started, and it cleared up just as it ended. Of course, because that's the way we operate here. That's all I have to say this evening, because I'm a little bitter, but I'm also happy for all of my friends on the prairies that get to see it 1,000 times a year and get epic photos.
Hey, but
yeah.
Ryan, it rained here today.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
that's a win.
We had a coastal flooding statement.
Actually, that was pretty cool, but we don't have enough time to talk about
No, another
yeah,
time. It'll happen again yet this winter, probably.
The storm surge statement there, eh?
Yeah.
that. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night, meteorologist Mark. Thanks for coming on by. Hank, how did you get your amazing footage? What was the story on that?
Oh, the last 2 nights, I had to go out on foot. As I mentioned before, my wife is in Lethbridge.
My God, are you okay?
Yeah, oh man, it sucks, man. I like to have a car nearby where I can go in and warm up and, take breaks from my photo shooting. So I don't have that option when my wife has the car. Anyway, she's in Lethbridge. I wonder what the weather is like where she's at. And I looked at my weather app for Lethbridge today. I could not believe my eyes. It said plus 20. I was like, am I seeing this right? Am I looking at an August forecast? No, that's today. It was plus 20 in Lethbridge earlier this afternoon. Crazy. Anyway, yeah, so I was out. Yeah.
Our rain is Lethbridge's Chinook every
That's
single
right,
time.
Mm-hmm. I was out on foot, and because I live in such a small town, I had no problem at all seeing the Aurora Borealis, from my backyard. I got one of my most amazing time lapses of Aurora Borealis right from my backyard last night, and it's the most colorful Aurora time lapse I've ever filmed. It has every color in it except blue, pretty much. It was pink, purple, red, orange, yellow in there, and green,
Man, you should
all
share here on
combined in one 15-minute time lapse. And sometimes one pillar going up into the sky had like 3-4 different colors in a single pillar. It was just craziness. But the night before that was incredible reds like nobody's seen in years. I mean, the amount of red, everybody was talking about how they could see it with their naked eye, including these old eyes. And I can never hardly see any color in the auroras compared to some of my friends. I could see the reds very clearly last 2 nights ago. I guess it was Tuesday night. So yeah, it was crazy, Joey. It was fun.
That's the kind I like to usually go up on the mountaintop for. And now I got your video here. Is there like going to be really loud, weird music? Oh, there is. I don't have copyright on that. That's like
You gotta mute it.
That's like the Hank thing he does. There we go. Likes to put music on. So for you radio listeners, you can just imagine really beautiful northern lights. Really beautiful northern lights that Hank shot. That's why you can watch the podcast live on Thursday nights. We broadcast for like 2 hours here. And you only get 1 hour on the radio every week. But we're thankful to the radio stations for giving us that hour. That is some real reds, man. I am a little bit disappointed. Like, that's the kind of Northern Lights show where I tend to go park myself up on top of Island Mountain. And now that the snow is here, it'll be impossible probably soon to do that. So that was like probably my chance, my one good chance to get like a mountaintop. You know, and like the photos I've taken in the past from up there of the Northern Lights, and you can see wells in the mountains. It's great. Even though I'm not good at photographing things at night. I like how you can see the satellites just come by and ruin the image, and then some blinking airplanes and a bunch of other crap. And it's just like the night sky now is just so much lights moving around. When I was a kid, to see like a satellite go by would be like a big deal in like 1987, you know, be like, I seen a satellite. You're like pointing at it, talking about it at school. Next, people are like, what? No, you didn't.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, now it's like, man, I wish I could stop seeing satellites. Just see the sky.
Yeah, there's so many satellites in that one 15-minute time lapse. So many of them.
It's nuts.
Mr. Musk.
It's just garbage floating around for all I'm concerned. I guess that's why my mom had internet for a couple of years, maybe. Justin Ordell from the Weather Center of Manitoba is showing up, folks. This just
He got a lot more footage than I did of the Aurora Borealis.
I think he might just
because I was
have.
on foot. I was back in my house at 9:30 every night.
Yeah, and then you know how Northern Lights are very fast. So if you're on foot, it's hard to catch them.
Oh, he's outside.
The solar wind speed
hard storm
was incredible.
Hard storm chasing Northern Lights there when you, yeah. Well, Justin's here, but he's not here. Is that you, Justin?
I'm dark because I'm outside.
He's
I'm
outside.
Just getting done work.
Right
I was
on.
hoping to be at home to show some of the footage, but that won't happen. I sent you a couple videos. I don't know if you got them or not, but of the Aurora the other night.
No, well, you know what happened was once I went into Facebook jail, I just didn't pay attention to anything that was going on.
Right. Well, that's fine. We don't need the footage. I'll just talk about it.
Now I'm seeing a bunch of your photos here and stuff, and I'm trying to find, like, I see it in the group chat. But yeah, I basically like just didn't look at the internet for days. I was just so mad.
He's got some real-time videos in there.
I did get that too, yeah.
Tuesday night.
There we go. Here I am.
Yeah, I got a photo from
now
you.
You're in your car. See, this is what happens now on this show. Me, I was in the car earlier.
Carception.
Yes, they got a whole tour of the
there we go.
The thrift shop.
Oh yes. I was tuning in a little bit. If you have pictures, Joey, you can feel free to share them. But no, it was.
I just found your video. I'm downloading it right now.
Okay, sounds good. It was an incredible
literally
show.
just found it.
Yeah. What we had was basically two X-class flares, like they were like X 1.7 and 1.2 or something. And the first one was slower, and then the second X-class flare was a lot faster, and it basically what it did was catch up to the first CME, and then they both kind of hit pretty hard on Tuesday night. You can see the video there. That's looking south of Brandon. As the substorm, that was at like 10:30 p.m., just blew up. Like,
South of Brandon.
Literally looking south, like southern horizon. They could see that substorm down in like Florida, Mexico, even El Salvador was the lowest. I think Vincent Ledvina had said he saw a report down there. So we
That's
almost,
nuts.
we almost reached G5, but it'll go down as a G4 geomagnetic storm. And then last night we got kind of a little bit of a downer of a storm. Like, it was still amazing to see. My buddy Andrew and I were out at Spruce Woods in Manitoba to check out the solar storm last night and the Aurora. But it was a X5 solar flare and very energetic. It looked amazing on, all the solar imagery and stuff like that. But I think we had just grazed Earth, and the IMF, the interplanetary magnetic field with it, was positive. And so normally in life you want positive things, but you don't want that for aurora chasing. You want the BZ magnetic field there to be negative when it hits Earth, because Earth's magnetic field is positive already. So if the particles hitting Earth are positive, they're going to cancel out and not do much. But if the particles are a negative magnetic field hitting Earth's positive magnetic field, then our magnetosphere is going to light up. And eventually it did turn south later last night, kind of after sunset. We got a pretty good substorm between, I would say, 8:30 and 9 p.m. So it was a good show again last night too. But will it be out again tonight? No, it won't, because the IMF has been positive for hours. Yeah. And the solar wind is coming down. It was at about 1,000 kilometers per second solar wind, and now it's down to about 550 to 600 kilometers a second, which is still fast, but without that IMF being negative, we're just not going to get much here.